this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
Don't make me blow up this boat! Don't make me blow up this boat!
After cleaning up the broken glass,
You cleaned up your mess after the fight with the Medusa. You reanimated her corpse into a clockwork minion. You scraped the dust under the table. You also went to play some games on the entertainment deck and learned a couple pieces of information. Ebrium is the owner of this boat. The Medusa was his lover.
I still would have killed her.
Micah's angels must contend with Ebrium's glass elephant.
Master Ebrium had donated a gift to the Gear Smoke, large, not even large, mechanically huge glass clockwork elephant that got brought up from the lower decks on an elevator and is now on the entertainment deck in the spot where the dance floor used to be. And all of you notice that inside of it, a pretty well disguised clockwork bomb with a bunch of pyronite.
And search for a way to lower it below deck.
An ungodly stench fills this cabin. The hold seems to be designed for cargo storage, but most of the crates and containers have been smashed and scattered about.
It's about to get stinky.
Can't help but imagine the elephant just stands on its hind legs, puts on a top hat, and starts dancing
Hello,
with the
my
king.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, my honey.
Now.
We talk a lot about video games, guys.
We do.
Yeah, it's almost like we play them.
Ugh.
I've been thinking about video games because I've been like organizing stuff in my room recently and like going through stuff. And I still have a lot of old physical PC games. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show, but I do a little bit of retro gaming. I kind of got a little bit into it over like COVID. Not down the rabbit hole like some people. Like I did get a bunch of older consoles and games, but I didn't like go collecting. And I mostly just got started because like I had a PS2 and I still had my original PS2 and original Xbox. Mm-hmm. And so I like got stuff to play on them, got stuff to make playing on them better, like a tube TV, but didn't go too far down it. But I was thinking about all these old games and thinking about the games that like had the biggest impact on me as a kid specifically. Because I don't play as much now as I used to because I'm busy and stuff. But like when I was a kid, there's a handful of games that like had an outsized impact on my love of video games. And I could talk about them, but I was curious if any of you guys had games like that. Like, for example, for me, one of them is like when I got my PlayStation 2, I saved up for over a year with my little 8-year-old money to get a PS2. And the game that came with it was Sly Cooper. And I had played it, I think, at a friend of the show, Dane's house before, but I actually got to own it. And I played the crap out of that game, and I loved all 3 of the Sly Cooper games that came out on the PlayStation. There's others like this for me, but like console gaming for me was like Sly Cooper was like the big thing. It's like 3D platforming, kid-friendly-ish asterisk game. And stuff similar genre like Lego Star Wars. Man, I can't tell you how many hours I spent playing games like that. Do you have games like that have like massively shaped your love for gaming growing up?
I always enjoyed RPGs, and I think part of the reason for that is some of my go-to games when I was a kid, they were my older brother's games, and way too complicated for me to understand, but that didn't keep me from playing them, because I played Final Fantasy VII all the time before I could understand like half of what was really going on.
Oh, back on the PlayStation 1.
Why I should be sad when certain people die. Because as a kid, I was like, it's just a video game. Like, I didn't have that, like, point. So, like, Final Fantasy VII, I just literally played all the time. And then Suikoden was another RPG on the PlayStation 1. Came out a year either before or after Final Fantasy VII. And I remember that one because that one had the first player death that actually stuck with me. Because it was sad, and it made me sad.
Aww.
But good games.
Guy?
Do what?
Was it the butler guy?
Yes. It was really cool because he had an axe and a dope scar, and then he died, and all you found was his cloak and axe. But
That
hey,
sucks.
If you collect all the people, he came back. I never was able to collect all the people.
Word.
And then, Kingdom Hearts and Halo.
What about you like JRPGs? So what about Mario RPG?
Oh yeah, I loved Mario RPG. I really enjoyed that one. It's just oddly enough, I played that one after I played the other two, where Mario RPG probably would have been a better first one to play because it's a bit easier RPG, whereas the other ones were difficult, and I just didn't know what I was doing, and somehow still managed to bumble my way through it. I was lucky.
That's nuts.
And then Kingdom Hearts, because I'd play that and my brothers would watch, and it was great.
Yeah.
And then just Halo, man. Halo. Music. That music that sticks with you.
I think for you, what you had in Halo in like middle school and high school was probably Call of Duty for me, especially in high school.
Yeah.
Because like Call of Duty was the zeitgeist from 2007 through, well, technically today, but like 2007 through like 2013-ish, Call of Duty was the thing. And that was like middle school through high school and beginning of college for me. So.
Oh, there is one other thing.
Yeah.
My very first open world Far Cry-like game.
Oh boy.
Far Cry 3.
Yeah, it ruined you forever. Your taste in video games is bad now because of it.
It showed me something that I come to love, and it is my favorite style of game. Oh, open world. Oh, let me climb a tower to reveal the map and then do all the side things. Oh, let me collect all those collectibles. Oh,
clearing the map.
That game ruined me.
Yeah, you still like those kind of games.
I love it. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, but Ghost of Tsushima, I think it does it right. I don't think anybody can complain about Ghost of Tsushima.
I remember Far Cry 6 came out not too long ago, and people were like, damn, this formula is tired. And you were like, yeah, brother.
Yeah, this formula.
Yeah. Far Cry 7, I'm like, yeah. Until I heard, the story is time limited. And I'm like, suddenly I've lost
all interest.
The interest. You want me to lose interest in something? Time limit. I would have loved Dead Rising as a series, except for the fact that the entire game is on a time limit. I love Dead Rising 4 because there is no time limit.
Oh, man. Drow, I think I know some of the ones for you, but what are some really impactful games for you growing up? I feel like you've mentioned at least some of these before.
Oh, fuck. There was a racing game on my dad's computer, and I don't remember what it was, but he had a pedal, and he had a steering wheel.
Oh.
Mad City Racing, I think. And had I not gotten in multiple car accidents as a younger person, I probably would have become the world's worst driver because of the habits I learned in that game. Beyond that, there's the ones that I've talked about that I just enjoyed playing, which are, most Nintendo side scrollers, Donkey Kong Country, Uniracers, just the actual Super Mario stuff.
Super Mario World.
Mm-hmm. I never liked, there was one where you could play as like Peach too, way back in the day, and I did not like that one. I could never avoid the squid.
Squid?
Yes, there was a squid, and I could not beat it. And I think that made me not like squids.
Squid.
I know what game impacted you horribly.
Ark.
That's
yes.
not as a kid.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it was as a kid or not. How many hours you got in that game?
Over like 2,000.
Yeah.
Say that a little louder for the people in the back.
About 2,000 some.
Unbelievable. You know what? This reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ark, some of the major games that you have played hundreds of hours of, you have told me how much you thought were terrible.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget.
Yes, I hated Ark at first. I hated Valheim at first.
No, not even those two. Over a decade ago, as of recording, or about actually a decade ago.
I thought Borderlands was weird.
Thought Borderlands was weird, and I showed you Minecraft, and you're like, this is dumb.
Oh,
you said, this game is stupid. I don't get why people like it. This is a dumb
Do you know
game.
what? Ugh. It is stupid.
And I remember being like, Lord help my patience. You will change your mind about this.
I got consistently yelled at because I used a pickaxe to get dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
why would you do that?
Because I didn't know better, and I didn't have a shovel.
Yeah, but you love Minecraft now.
I do.
Because it's so good. I'll also never forget, probably about a decade ago when this episode is airing,
Portal?
I was playing Skyrim on a monitor in our first apartment that we called the TV. It was a 24-inch computer monitor. And I was having a great time just getting back into Skyrim over the summer. And you're like, this game is weird. And then like I started like doing dialogue stuff or something like that. And you would sit there for hours watching me play. And then you got the ability to play Skyrim and I didn't see you for months.
Yep.
I didn't see you for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned how to mod Skyrim too.
This is why I have such a hard time gauging if you really like something or if you don't like something or not, because there's been so many things you've told me you didn't like that have like fundamentally changed your life.
And usually the worst things about somebody are bad things that changed them.
Skyrim's not a bad thing. There's no universe in which Skyrim is a bad thing.
There's a universe in which I keep on repeating there once was a braggart named Ragnar the Red.
That's this universe.
I played Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, is that another one?
I liked him. I liked him a lot. I thought he was funny.
He wacky.
I didn't play Sonic games though.
How did you get into Sonic so much without playing any of the games?
Yeah.
TV show.
I just watched Sonic X and then I read the comics.
Yeah.
That's probably for the better.
The games don't have story until the later ones.
The one that came out whenever I was starting to interact with it was Sonic 06, and I'm glad I didn't play that one because apparently it was bad.
I don't know how Sonic has gotten so popular
Yeah.
when so many games get panned.
But that being said, I played Shadow the Hedgehog, and that was funny.
Jacob
It was
just let out a deep sigh. His face is in his microphone.
It was decidedly not good, but I chose where I stood, and that was with Shadow.
So, Kat.
Okay, mine gets to be a little different because I didn't encounter video games until high school. And
Is it Sims and your love of decorating?
Stop anticipating my stuff, my friend, for forever. Okay, so number one, I played Neopets.
Oh, yeah,
And
boy.
Neopets instilled. It was the closest thing to an open world game you could experience without a video game, in my
Neopets
personal
was
opinion.
Awesome.
I played it. I loved it. If Pokemon had come out a couple of years after it did, I probably would have been all into it. I had just not crossed the threshold from I thought I was going to be a normie girly girl to total nerd yet. So Neopets. I loved The Sims. I only got to play The Sims 1 for the longest time because that was the only one where the characters didn't, do it in the bed. And that was specifically why I wasn't allowed to have any Sims beyond The Sims 1.
No.
Later, I got some expansion packs, but I didn't want to play with the people. Like Drow was saying, I just wanted to build and decorate the houses. I eventually wanted more The Sims because The Sims 1 has very few decorative ideas, and I really think that's why I took interior design in high school. It just made me think of The Sims.
To get that, you got to woohoo.
But like I loved that. I still do. I had found a game that was just building and just decorating, no people, but it didn't load on my computer and it crushed my soul.
Oh.
And then my other one, and I've mentioned it 8 million times, Nancy Drew games.
Oh, yeah.
Point and click mystery. It did something for me that it didn't do before. I never played them alone. I always played them with my sister or one of my two best friends. My friend Nancy got me into playing Nancy Drew.
I bet she did.
No, I'm not kidding. For real. My friend Nancy got me into it. And I remember like early internet surfing like discussion boards on Her Interactive to find hints before people made walkthroughs. And that became a thing. I love that stuff. Nancy Drew games had story and puzzles and jump scares and terrible graphics that we loved anyway.
In
So-
blackface.
That game was canceled and I never played it.
Point and click adventure games were really fun back in the day.
Honestly, it really was. And they've moved since then to a more open world format. And it's freaked out a lot of like open world free movement. It's freaked out a lot of the old fan base. But I've enjoyed it. It's still a fun game. It just doesn't have the nostalgia factor. So yeah, those were the games that shaped it. I like decorating, open world stuff, and puzzles.
I've remembered another one now on I used to play it on our Windows 98 computer. Barely. It barely ran on that. I had to get my own Windows XP machine to run it. It was Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast.
Oh, yeah.
That game on the PC back in the day was lit. That game was awesome. I remember I didn't own it for the longest time, and I got a burned copy of it from a friend of the show, Dane. He gave me a burned copy, but I couldn't play Jedi Academy because it had copy protection stuff. And then I bought a jewel case of that game on eBay, and I still have it to this day. And one of the first things I bought on Steam outside of the game that unlocked my Steam account was that on a summer sale. And I remember having the first time I had this thought that everyone who owns a Steam account has is, do I really want to buy this game that I already bought before? And the answer was, yeah,
it's always,
of course
yes.
I do. Because then I'll have it on Steam. Yeah.
Oh, and then I have two more, and it kind of just fits the theme. Freddy the Fish.
Aw.
I played that. That was pre-Nancy Drew, so mystery game, and Pajama Sam. I lived a long time in the point-and-click PC game world.
I played Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Yes, I did some of that. It just didn't, other than the fact that I love word games, I don't think it shaped me, but those little kid ones were my foray into the mystery game, and then I found Nancy Drew.
I played a lot of the chess PC game where you made them take a figure, it'd have a little fight scene, but I didn't know how to play chess, so I'd just make them fight each other.
Does Space Pinball count?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's played
Space Pinball.
Also, Solitaire on Windows. I have the Windows 7 version of Solitaire on my newer computer, and it still works.
Ooh.
And I still play the hell out of that game. That game is great. Watching the cards go at the end is
I love that
amazing.
part when they bounce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, it's great. Anyway, speaking of games, centuries before the Starstone was raised, the Wizard King's next would get ward another scar land between the wasteland, devastated magic. From the glowing ashes of the Manor Waste rose Alkenstar, the city of smog, a metropolis of airships, skyscrapers, factories, and clockwork wonders. To the world, Alkenstar is the pinnacle of innovation and determination in the face of insurmountable odds. On the streets, life in Alkenstar is a non-stop race to stay ahead of the competition. And it's here that a desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast them out. They are the Outlaws of Alkenstar. I feel like I just read a radio ad disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically. Jeez. All right, so when we last left you guys was aboard the Gear Smoke, and you've been busy. Capital B, busy. After our last episode, you cleaned up your mess after the fight with the Medusa. You reanimated her corpse into a clockwork minion. You scraped the dust under the table. Psyche here snuck out while invisible, and Chester and Eleanor climbed through the vents. And you explored more of the boat. You went to the other side of the mid-deck, found some more luxury rooms, saw a bunch of gold that you couldn't take without being thieves, and made Jacob physically retch in pain. And then you found the captain's quarters and some magic items there. You also went to play some games on the entertainment deck and learned a couple pieces of information that Ibrium is the owner of this boat, that the Medusa was his lover.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I still would have killed her.
Yeah, pretty much. You also learned that the shield marshals had loaded some heavy cargo on the boat, and that they're the ones that have been guarding the boat. You also learned that Ibrium has glass clockwork servants. And then as you were moving about, Eleanor was talking about how good a prostitute she is to her bard troupe.
Dancer!
Bragging about it.
Yeah.
I created a character, frame for this, and I stuck with it. You're just jealous I came up with a good idea.
No, you were joking about how much gold you got from people, heavily implying.
How many peanut M&Ms?
No, gold values were mentioned, heavily implying you was just been busy.
And now my character seems like she's not very smart, and so no one's going to anticipate anything from her. Ooh. Big brain moment.
Is she smart though?
I mean, she's good at making money if that's the character they made, but they're not going to assume that she's a mastermind trying to stop stuff.
I opened your Foundry character sheet, which is not your real character sheet, and I was like, I don't know. It says +0 intelligence, which is wrong. While you guys were down here, though, the captain got everyone's attention and talked about how Master Ebrium had donated a gift to the Gear Smoke, large, not even large, mechanically huge glass clockwork elephant that got lowered, or brought up rather, from the lower decks on an elevator and is now on the entertainment deck in the spot where the dance floor used to be.
And it moves and stuff, right?
It moves, it blows its little trumpet, and it dances and stuff like that. And all of you notice that inside of it
is a bomb.
Very easily, or at least for you, having seen pyronite bombs, very noticeable like cylinders and tubes and fuses and a little like lock. A pretty well disguised clockwork bomb with a bunch of pyronite. This is much bigger than the one you found in the gunworks. And it's just kind of doing its thing. And everyone's so excited, like, ooh, ah, wow. Watching this thing dance and do its little jig. And Captain Elford and Ebrium bid everyone adieu and then walk away.
I want to try and catch up with him, actually.
I just can't help but imagine the elephant just stands on its hind legs, puts on a top hat, and starts dancing
Hello,
with
my
the cake.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, my honey.
Hello, my ragtime girl.
Wow.
It's like, and all of us have to try to not act horrified when we see this thing and realize what it is. It's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm afraid of elephants.
Psyche, you wanted to try and catch up. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get there in time. You're so far away right now as they
Run.
go back.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Also, are you sure it would be a good idea to go up to him by yourself?
I mean, the way I see it, if I can schedule a meeting with him to discuss getting glass augmentation, we know where he's going to be at a specific time. And the other two can go and scout.
True.
Sure. Why don't you try? How fast can you move?
You're right. This is a little early to be blowing our cover, though.
It is.
It's
And
a
I
big
worry
risk.
that that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, because you're not Eleanor. You're one of the originals that they're on the lookout for.
Yeah.
There's not very many mechanical cats out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, my cousin was a mechanical cat there, Jacob.
Why they died.
It's like I
A
might be
year
able to
ago
get away with it,
today.
Today's the anniversary.
but you are one of the originals. You and Chester should be the most cautious.
Yo. Fortunately,
I'm
Chester's
clearly a
easier to
black
disguise.
Named Virgil.
Virgil.
Verb cool. What do you guys want to do? This thing is just dancing and performing. It's still on the lift it came up on. I'm not sure if you can see that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's there.
Should we assess to see if there's an access point?
You certainly can.
Can we like get up close like we're trying to enjoy the show?
Yeah, why don't you, I unpause the game. You can move up close.
And while we're doing this, looking sort of specifically at its innards, Psyche is going to look at their own arms.
Oh, to make it-
periodically, to make it seem like, I could do that probably.
It's like me. I'm taking notes and studying the dance moves.
Chester's actually going to lean over here. I'm assuming the games have just been interrupted. You get your money back. People are in awe. Because we had just tried to start a game here.
Yeah.
Chester's going to lean back next to this shield marshal because he's talked with him before. And he's like, it's something, ain't it?
Yep. Fancy, isn't it?
It sure is. I tell you what, though. Elephants have always kind of freaked me out. How long that thing going to be up here?
Man, I don't know. I don't like the way the glass bends and shimmers.
That's not natural, is it?
Yeah, it looks wet.
Look, yeah, it does. Ow, ew, ew. So Chester will eyeball it while he's talking.
Yeah.
Crafting check.
You can roll crafting or perception.
Then again, he's probably going to go to the fucking Medusa's room.
Oh no.
Not yet. He went back to his party. We're good so far.
Okay.
And
so
we know
we're going to
that
need to leave you in that room then
And-
with all of our hats.
we know
Sweetie.
that he can't get to the Medusa's room without coming outside. There was no second door in there.
That
He's
is
also
true.
magical.
He's magical.
Yeah, but then we can't stop him no matter what.
I want to roll perception on the elephant too.
Sure.
That is a Does it matter whether it's crafting or perception?
It just tell me what you'd rather roll.
Because there's a difference of 2 between them. That is a 14 on the die for a total of 37 crafting. A 14 on the die for a total of 37 crafting.
I got a 28.
Yeah, both of you notice that there is a very smartly concealed hatch on its back that you'd be able to open and get into the insides of it, or at least try. You said 38
37.
I got a 20.
for crafting.
Yes.
This one must have been mixed up.
I have my pursue a lead on Ebrium. Would that give me a bonus here?
Since it's his thing.
Sure.
That would get me to a 38.
Eh.
Okay.
I'll say if you were trying to recall knowledge, you still wouldn't have been able to do it.
Damn.
Do I not succeed?
I told you spot the hatch, but if you were trying to recall knowledge, it's very difficult.
Oh, okay.
So there is a hatch on the back.
I mean, I don't suppose engineering lore would help here.
I'm going to roll a perception just to see if I roll a natural 20.
You can roll engineering lore on
I do not.
You do not. You also see the hatch, Psycheria. You can roll engineering lore if you want to recall knowledge about it.
Okay. Oh, that's an even better roll.
Oh, great.
That's a 19 on the die.
Fuck. Why'd I ask?
If I get to add a 1 to this because of pursue a lead, that is a 42 engineering lore.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Is it that high a DC?
Well, it's lower for lore. I think engineering lore is applicable here. So this is it's called, mechanically, it's known as a glass elephant. I'll go ahead and call this a successful recall knowledge.
Ooh.
You know that because this is a clockwork construct, it has all the normal immunities and resistances. So, like, it's resistant to physical 10, except adamantine or bludgeoning.
Oh.
But because it's made of glass, it has weakness to sonic 15.
Oh, Psycheer.
However, because it's also made of glass and is somewhat enchanted, you think that it could turn parts of itself to reflect spells.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Further, the main piece of information I'll get you with that, because you rolled really fucking good, is you could try to get in the hatch, but you're almost certain that if you try to open that hatch, it'll start trying to attack you, which would cause a huge scene on the deck.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
So it would blow your cover.
So we need to wait for this thing to go away.
Well, that was actually part of the information I wanted was the clockwork mechanisms. How long does it look like they go on a single wind? They'll have to rewind this thing at some point.
That is a good question. Let me see if I can get you a solid answer on that.
Because when
24 hours.
To a whole 24 hours?
24 hours. Yeah, it usually remains operation for 24 hours. But it's not moving. It looks like it's pre-programmed to just act cool and dance here on the platform.
Did you?
If you could figure out a way to get it out of here, you could deal with it without everyone seeing.
Did you say it was weak to bludgeoning, or did you say that's just the only thing it doesn't have DR for?
Weak to bludgeon.
It has resistance 10 to physical, except for adamantine and bludgeoning.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So it doesn't, trigger a weakness. It's just the one that you don't minus 10 from.
Yes.
I need to remember some things Parsis told us. He said that the keys worked on the bombs.
Yes.
Did they all have to be deactivated within a time period of each other?
No, the thing is each key works on a specific bomb.
Yes. And even if we deactivate them with the keys, Loveless's detonator will still work.
No, if you deactivate them with the keys, Loveless detonator won't work. They have to either be activated with the keys or activated with the detonator. If you disarm them with the keys, they're off.
We could let her think, if we could do it stealthily, we could let her think it would go off. Yes!
See, what we really need to do is find a way to get the key in this thing without breaking it so they think it still works. But I don't know how that would be possible unless we wait 24 hours and try to get it when they lower it back down to rewind it or to wind it up.
Ooh. Who's to say deactivating the bomb would deactivate the...
Well, we can't get to the bomb without opening the hatch on the elephant, and opening the hatch on the elephant would get it to attack us.
Does that count as attacking it?
opening the hatch.
Yes.
What I told Chester is that you would know if you try to open the hatch, it'll probably be programmed unless it knows you to go off.
Oh, so it might. We disguised ourselves as Ebrium or Medusa.
Clever kitty.
The other important
be
thing
invisible.
of information is if you choose to fight it, Chester, because the way the pyronite is situated in it, you would be at risk of setting it off or arming it by just attacking it. You would have to attack with a -2 penalty like you're attacking non-lethally to not set it off.
That info.
Okay.
That info.
That's
Thank
something
you.
we need to know.
So if we go down, we can lower it down and try with the hat to full it. So we'll need to get below deck.
Sounds like a plan.
You could also wait for them to rewind it.
Yeah, that's the waiting 24 hours thing.
Yeah.
We could do that. We'll plan our sleep, but it means waiting so long.
Ambush.
That's okay. Well, we know where one bomb is. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
And there's 4.
3.
3. Whew, not 4.
Yes.
Glad there's only 3. So
3 bombs, 3 keys. You have 2 keys, so you know where one bomb
33 and 1%.
And this may be a
1/3% done of bombs.
brash assumption, but I think Ebrium's key would work on this thing because it's so Ebrium coded.
Almost certainly.
Oh, but I wonder if each bomb
That means
is
that we're
basically
probably going to find one bomb on a.
some kind of undead, or maybe it'll
Yeah.
just be guarded by the jetpack people. We need to get downstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're really gonna. Yeah. I had one thought that maybe we should just go and try to take care of Ebrium right now, but that might advance things really quickly.
Heck
in a way
yes.
that would be rather unpleasant.
Let's be a little
We
more
also haven't
cautious.
seen Loveless yet. We don't know where she is.
No.
I would not be surprised if she was also in that party, and that would, once again.
We don't need to fight both of them at the same time if we can help it.
It wouldn't shock me if she was disguised as the captain.
No, I don't think she'd do that.
Do you think she's so self-absorbed? Do you think she'd disguise herself?
Oh, but she's smart.
She is smart.
Yeah, but she's also arrogant, and they think they've won. Even they don't know that we've gotten Parsis. At least they shouldn't know. They might know that somebody's been messing with stuff, but they might not know that we're here. Because we've been pretty good at being stealthy, except for a bit of murder. Though that was still self-defense, so a bit of killing.
Manslaughter.
Oh, there we go.
my
Manslaughter.
God.
Snake slaughter?
Snake
Oh
slaughter.
boy.
Like it.
Let's go downstairs.
Let's go downstairs.
So where
Okay.
you going to go to the passenger deck and go to those stairs?
We'll go to the dining hall.
All right.
Because I want to see kind of in the dining hall how that elephant compares to where the dining hall is.
Oh, like map knowledge.
Yeah, because there's the stairs. So
Good old dungeoneering.
that space behind the kitchen may not actually be anything. That might just be where the elephant comes through.
True.
So the question is, do we take the... never mind.
Sakir can't take the vents.
You looked at Drow, the very sad look
We
on your
all
face.
have our weaknesses.
They can literally scream and damage stuff.
We could just put them in the bag.
Put them in the bag.
We've done it so much.
Give me the bag because I have the best acrobatics and my athletics is decent. I have a good chance of getting through fast. Then I can let them out. My acrobatics is plus 23.
Oh, yeah.
My
Oh, yeah.
athletics is plus 20. I have a good chance of getting them out of there fast. Want to be Gattleby?
My,
Will you panic if we throw you in the bag?
Oh my god, I forgot you did that to Gattleby.
yeah, that's what's started this whole preface.
You could probably put
prefaced all this. The big issue is,
I'll give you a straw to breathe through.
what if we leave the vents and a fight happens right away? We have to get Sakir out of the bag, which might only take an action or two, but that's a whole action or two. It might be worth it for the sneakiness, but they don't expect us to have a key. So you know what? Let's take advantage of that. Let's actually go down some of these stairs.
I mean, what if we find a bomb and we manage to deactivate it already?
Yeah, and so none of the stairs in the dining hall go down, right? The only downstairs that we have found is not even the kitchen, right? No.
You found 2 stairs going down.
Yeah, it was the 2 rooms that were locked. And did the kitchen go up or down?
The dining hall goes down.
The kitchen
No,
went
up.
down.
Okay.
But if we go in the kitchen, that's sus.
Oh, no, we're not going to go in the kitchen. I say we go
to one of our secret key rooms.
Yeah, buddy.
Go down
He's frantically clicking the key to move his character.
This staircase.
Jacob ran across the map to the cigar lounge on the passenger deck and saw there were shield marshals posted up as guards, and then backed up immediately. Is that how Chester does? Clack, 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 and the guy peeks down the corner and goes, "You all right there, bud?"
I gotta pay.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Working hard or hardly working, am I right? Goes back. No,
Wait.
Chester's smoother than that.
If there really is a patrol there, we can't use this door. They're going to see us.
Well, they're here right now. You'd have to wait them out.
Yeah, they're patrolling.
So basically, if you want to get in here, you're going to have to make a stealth check or some other check to get around these shield marshals guarding.
Wanna start fighting again, Psyche?
No, that would be the opposite of what we need. That would draw your attention to
But
you at the door.
If our stealth fails, we'll just start fighting again and distract them.
And remember, the stairs going down say staff only. So if you get seen down there,
In trouble.
you might be in trouble.
I think we can stealth it.
Okay. Roll stealth checks then.
Well, I mean, Chester will choose to stealth it. Nobody else has to.
Oh, heck yes.
I'm in the bag.
You're in the bag.
You don't have to be
I
in the
guess
bag.
I'm in the bag.
We're taking the stairs, not the vents.
Okay.
Do you want to stealth?
I mean,
I'll
if that was
stealth,
at your
yeah.
stealth roll,
Did you roll stealth? No.
36.
you beat
Nice.
me.
Holy smokes. Yeah,
I got a
you're
32.
Fine. Chester,
11 plus 17 is 28.
you are all fine. You're able to quietly unlock the door with your key, step right on in,
And then lock the door.
and then lock the door. Let me move Psych here.
Stealth mission. Mission impossible in the background.
Boink, boink. And you go down the stairs.
That vent, does it go uppy or downy?
That one, I would say, goes down, and it stinks.
Yeah.
It's very stinky, in fact.
Guys, watch out. It's smelly in here.
It's stinky. Things are about to get stinky.
Jacob farts.
Dun dun dun. We decide to go down towards
Let's maintain stealth.
Let me take
the
you
stink.
to a new map.
A new map touches the map.
You
The
go
new
down.
map enters the foundry.
You go down these stairs. You see one door here that is not so much locked as this is all these walls and doors down here are metal or metal reinforced wood. And this door is bent forward into the room, wedged shut.
Oh, dang.
So, as far as we know right now, we'd have to take the vents to get in there,
Either the vents or you'd have to shove that door open.
which would be very loud.
And we're going stealth.
Either loud or just difficult.
Time consuming.
I mean, we're not in a
What about the
super
other
rush.
door? Let's do the other door first.
Other door is unlocked. There's a door basically to your left immediately when you come down the stairs, and then there's a hallway, and there's two doors down there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does this door look like it's about to break because it's been beaten in?
It more looks like it's impossible to open. You'd have to force it open.
Does it
Does it look as though entropy might set it to dust?
It's still a reinforced door.
I'm gonna go, I think.
Does it look like someone on our side punched it or someone on the other side punched it?
Other side.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Huh.
So it's bulging out toward us.
Yeah.
Are the hinges on this side?
You can use the force open action thing with athletics to try and force it open. It's just tough.
Can we force it open quietly?
I highly doubt that.
If
I
we
mean-
force it. How about this? If we force it open, can we then close it?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Give
have
this a shot.
decent athletics.
Yeah. Let's. Well, first, Chester will listen at the other door.
The other one,
Yeah.
the one that's open or unlocked,
Yeah.
that one is dead quiet.
Oh,
I don't
A
like the way he's
rocketeer.
dead.
shot into the door.
Could be. That could be. And then Chester will move down here.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll listen at this door.
I guess we should check the other doors first.
Well, I'll just say listen. We don't.
You
Whoa. Enough to go
hear
in.
light snoring.
And then listen at this door.
You also hear light snoring.
Are these doors labeled? These
It
doors
just-
are to the south, by the by.
Yeah, at the end of the hallway. They're just say crew quarters.
Okay, that's about what I thought. Guys, we gotta be sneaky. Chunk, chunk. You ready to be sneaky?
Can't we do the other door that might be quiet before we do the loud door?
I mean, I guess. I won't go to the loud door. We could sneak open this door if we want to try.
Let's do that, I guess.
Chester will, before we do this, I'll put back on the servant's uniform.
The next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
A servant is a servant. They can be sent to get things. That's all I'm saying.
Alrighty.
I mean, a
Incredible.
Nexian does own the ship, so
Yeah.
You're going to open this door?
Yes.
Are you going to do it quietly or just open it?
Chester will attempt to do it quietly.
Roll stealth.
Let's go.
go, go, go.
Why?
Did you roll bad or good?
No, I rolled a natural 20. I just rolled these when we have fights.
No, buddy.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 37.
You very
That's
quietly
incredible.
open this door.
I love it. I feel you, man.
I want this one.
Yes? What the hell just happened?
Shelves
crap.
on the wall of this long storage room hold a wide variety of springs, gears, and widgets. You see 2 rows of 6 clockwork automatons that look very similar, but not exactly like the ones you saw in Parsis's drawings. Clockwork buccaneers. However, they are all wound down and on standby.
Can we take out their keys?
Can we hack them? Can we hack them?
Can we
make
hack
them
them?
Chesters?
Chesters?
Yes. Not ours,
Chester
Chesters.
wants his own minions.
Listen, Psyche gets robot undead.
I get 1.
I get 6.
You would need a winding key to
Can he
reprogram
make
them.
one?
Undoes their collar.
Not a clockwork key, a winding key for these guys.
Wait, did you ever steal one from when we were in the workshop?
Like specifically made for these guys.
It's like your password to get into them.
So it would be specific to them.
But you make keys.
Could I try? If you say no, I get
I
it.
don't think so.
Okay.
If
You
you had
just
the,
need to
if you're
very
able to find,
subtly destroy them then.
Ooh, that's the next part, yeah.
if you're able to find the winding key, I think you could.
Who would have the winding key? Either Lovelace, Ebrium, or one of their minions,
The captain, maybe.
which is everybody here.
The look on Jacob's face when he opened this door to this room and saw just a ton of tokens.
Well, then in that case, I would like to go to each of them and take a part that would keep them from working.
Yeah, like Psyker could use their claws to quote unquote mouse nibble at one of their wires.
No, not break them permanently. Because if we can get that winding key, they could be very useful.
Take their weapons.
They could make a big
Or, like,
difference in a
unscrew
fight.
something.
So yeah, I want to take apart like the equivalent of taking the fuse plug that I can just plug back in when I need them.
Don't know if such a thing exists, but they do all have guns. But they also have swords that are like built into their hands. Let me just show you their artwork.
yeah, let's
Well, I'm
see the
not gonna
artwork.
lie, if we can take away their range,
Here, this is what they look like.
That's kind of cool. It
Oh
looks like
man,
a guy.
they're awesome.
It looks like a guy in a suit, really.
These look different from Parsis's designs a little bit. They're a little less macabre and grim, but they're pretty cool looking. These are clockwork buccaneers.
How about this? Consider
They have
we had the blueprints for these.
helmets like a Mandalorians.
Would that help give a reason for why Chester may be able to do this?
I'll say if you want to spend like 30 minutes unhooking their guns and like throwing them in the bag or something, I'd let you do it. Why don't you, if you can, the thing is you're going to be here for a while, so you might have to worry about someone coming through this way.
We can just hang out in the room, pal in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh crap, that's gonna make us surrounded if you fail.
I'm going to say
They're not activatable. They're dead in the water. They cannot move, right? They're unwound.
they're basically turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you make me a crafting check, Chester?
All right. 35.
I'll say that's a regular
36.
that's a regular success. You're able to take all the guns off of them.
Okay.
But the swords you have a little trouble with because it's like basically part of the hand.
Yeah.
But you're able to get all their guns off.
What are these guns?
This just a regular old gun.
Oh, so they're not loot. Okay.
Yeah, I changed my mind here. Actually, I think instead of, because it would be more fun for this and it'll make Jacob feel better, I'll say You actually I'll do the opposite way. You have a hard time getting their gun off because maybe they have a built-in like reload system into their arm.
Okay.
And so it's a little hard to take
But
apart.
I don't want that.
But you take all their swords off. And all their swords are +1 striking swords,
I do like that.
which you could theoretically move runes around on.
That is nice.
Striking scimitars.
Ooh.
They're each worth 100 gold. And there is 12 of them.
12?
Yeah, there's 12 of these guys in this closet,
I
dude.
thought you said 6.
I thought you said 6
2
too.
rows of 6.
Oh crap!
Here, Jacob, take a step in here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I want to see. I want to see.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just want to see it.
Now you really need to dress up as the Medusa, I guess. Get
Or-
the winding key.
Yeah, we got to get the winding key. So we got to figure out who specifically has it.
If you had that, I think I'd let you try to reprogram them to not attack you.
That'd be dope.
That would be amazing.
And scimitars are all right weapons.
But the +1 runes could be helpful.
+1
Oh yeah,
striking.
absolutely. You can plop that on your bow.
Yeah.
Well, it's already got +1. You would need striking.
Yeah. Chester does it.
You rolled to put it on.
Yeah.
All right, Cat, add striking to your bow.
Yes.
35. It becomes greater striking.
But just knock one of the weapons off, I guess. 11 instead of 12.
I have some funny things I could suggest. I don't think you'd allow it. But I was about to say I could use some glue to gum up their guns.
That'd be so funny.
How long do you want to spend fucking with these robots?
It's glue. I just gotta
Jacob motioned.
not
Shoving.
forever, I suppose.
You come back here at night.
Yeah.
I can almost assure you that there is one more Buccaneer behind that door.
Oh yeah.
So you deal with the Buccaneers. You're able to basically disarm them from their melee attack, which is kind of huge, honestly.
Yeah.
What else you want to do? You still have this busted door in front of you.
Now that we've seen what's in the other room, I'm cool to go to the busted door.
What if we put a thing of one of the little cylinders of pyronite in each one of their chests? So that if we can't do this and they activate and we have to fight them, we just aim for their heart and they explode in the air.
You'd have to make pyronite.
We have the bomb.
But those are big pyronite charges.
Yeah, you said that it was a bunch of little cylinders.
Yeah. Little for pyronite would still be big boom bad. It
Die because you explode next to it.
That's a good plan.
but it might blow your cover
And the ship.
explosively.
They can't teleport a sunken ship.
Yeah, but you'll be dead.
It's a very good.
For
We are going to fail plan.
No, that's your plan with the bomb anyway. If you absolutely can't do anything else before
Just
they
blow
teleport, just blow it up.
Blow it to smithereens before they get there.
Cool story, Loveless. What if beep?
Beep.
You both have suicide options.
Don't make me blow up this boat. Don't make me blow up this boat.
I will blow up this boat to protect my honor. I'll blow up this boat because you're a fucking bitch.
Okay. Dang, I really
Really what?
Really want to reprogram them?
really want to reprogram. I just wonder who has the key.
Well, we can keep searching.
Because if it's Ebrium, it'll be too late probably by
True.
the time then. I also searched the room while we're in there. Is there anything to find?
No.
Okay. I guess we'll try to force open this door.
All right.
Chester will.
Athletics
Wait,
check
who's
to force
got the
open.
best athletics?
Here we go.
What's your athletics bonus, Chester?
Chester has.
19.
19. Oh, wow, you're actually trained in athletics.
Chester has plus 19.
Oh, no, are you trained? Yes, you are.
I'm trained, yes.
I have plus 20.
Chester is a master in athletics. He just has a
Same.
very low strength score. That is a total of. It's 1 plus 1 is 33.
Drow?
Does that count as me aiding since I got above 15?
Sure. What's your result, Eleanor?
37.
37. Chester, you heave against it. You get Psycheer to help you heave against it, and then Eleanor rolls up her ruffles and just barrels through this thing
I love
and
because
crushes it.
that is exactly what she would do. Rolls up her ruffles.
Yep. Why don't you come in this room? I will say, when you open up that door, it smells horrendous.
Chester drinks some coffee.
Okay.
Which door is this? This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is towards the front of the ship, whereas the other one was towards the back.
This stink is a smelly stink.
Is this is the room where the stink is coming from?
Schminky.
I put a handkerchief over my nose, tie it around.
Why don't you come in this room?
It's scary.
I will
don't
go.
Wanna.
I go.
I will also go. Chester has his gun with a silencer on it.
I'm going to have my rapier.
We are all in the same square. Can we just separate, please? We all literally pile in at this. We do the thing. We poke one head out, over, down.
Shunk, shunk, shunk.
One
up,
above
and
the
then
other?
One above the other.
Yep.
Psycheer on the top, Chester on the bottom,
I'm like
Eleanor in the
4
middle.
foot tall.
I thought you were tall.
Psycheer on
No,
the
you're
bottom.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Then Eleanor. Then Chester up. So it's the most inconvenient for everybody.
Yes.
When you come into this room,
I'm standing on both of you. Yes?
it is horrendously stinky. An ungodly stench fills this cabin. The hold seems to be designed for cargo storage, but most of the crates and containers have been smashed and scattered about. A large metal box, clearly designed to be a cage for some great beast,
Oh, no.
sits at the aft end of the room, its door wide open. In the back of the box is an amalgamation of clockwork gears and fuse-laden explosives. More importantly, when you bumble into the room, this thing, this giant beast steps forward, and we're gonna roll for initiative.
It got antlers.
Oh, heck.
It's a swamp moose.
29.
I'm going to actually roll.
Chester's going to activate his
We need
collar.
to shut the door.
Something tells me it's going to bash the door in and make a lot of noise.
I know, but that might be the difference between, oh, the thing's angry again, and, oh, the thing's loose.
True dat.
You know, we have a combat soundtrack called Swamp Thing. It is perfect for this moment.
It's a swamp moose. He got moss and
Hey.
red eyes.
Is this undead?
Oh, I bet this is going to be another nature check.
What is your initiative, Chester?
Chester's initiative is a 12 on the die plus 23, 35.
Okay. Egg Lenore.
32.
32.
I rolled the exact same thing on the die. I just have lower
Psycheer.
perception.
29.
29. Pretty good perceptions. Pretty good.
It's going to do better.
I
Whoever
rolled
goes first should shut the door.
a natural 19.
Great.
This thing steps around the corner, and you are now in its aura.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And
great.
it stinks.
It's minky.
It stinks so much. I'm not going to bother until it's the start of your guys' turn, but let's look at this guy's artwork real quick.
Real kick. Oh, how cute.
Oh, that's
It's like a moose, horse, rhino.
that's a neat creature.
This is a Kelpie.
no.
Kinda.
No, kelpies are better than this. Kelpies are horse mermaids that, drown you.
This thing looks stinky even in its picture.
It's got
It's got a
flies
bunch
all
of
over
flies
it.
over it, yeah.
Yeah, you guys walk into the corner and it comes around and looks at you. It's basically going to do that to move. And then it is going to basically look at you.
And I'm at the back. No.
It is going to use a breath weapon. It does the Jacob gurgle.
Oh, God.
I'm going to need all of you to make a
Fortitude.
basic fortitude save.
All right. Natural 20.
Natural 20 will critically succeed.
17 plus 19 is a 26.
I'm going to use a hero point.
26, Chester?
Yep, because our hero points reset next episode. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What? Well, I used it.
I know, yeah.
I rolled a natural 4 originally, so
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. Don't start a combat by critically failing an attack. 34. I can't talk.
Regular success, Critical success for Psycheer, regular failure for Chester.
Regular failure?
Yep. You said 29?
It's a 17 plus a 19.
You said, 39? 17 plus 19? Well, that's
36.
36.
Oh, yeah, regular success.
Okay. I was about to say, that's a really high roll in the die.
You said like 26 or something.
Did I? Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, you will both take half of 36 is 18 points of damage.
What type?
Poison damage.
Yikes.
Man, if I had chose a certain feat, I would take less.
And none of you failed, so the fun stuff doesn't happen.
Chester will...
Except the Catoblepas.
What?
It failed.
Oh, I was trying to post that to the chat, not roll it. And then it is going to walk up to you guys.
That's rude.
Hey, does this thing look undead?
Not particularly.
It looks natural.
It looks like a beast.
Chester's going to use a reaction.
Uh-huh.
Now he has reactions he can use in combat. It's once per hour, but, I'll take what I can get. And
well, you haven't got reactions because your turn hasn't happened. It's now your turn, though.
Stop.
Now can he use his reaction?
Why? It's made for this.
What is it?
It's a suspect of opportunity. Once per hour, when a foe takes a hostile action against you in combat, I can pursue a lead against them, very temporarily.
Well, you could just have that reaction at the start of your turn.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say.
Chester's gonna do a knowledge check and devise on it. What am I rolling knowledge for?
It will be Arcana or Nature or applicable lore.
Why did it say nature wasn't a good thing to have?
Because it lied to us.
How many clockwork things have you fought versus undead, or how many clockwork and undead things have you fought versus beasts? Not a lot of beasts.
How many times you've mentioned it doesn't matter. So what was the Arcana
Or
nature or academia lore?
Applicable lore.
He was trying really hard.
I don't think your knowledge of writing term papers is going to come up for this thing, Chester.
Turn
Unless you-
papers are beasts, he says.
Undead lore? It's got a skull face.
Nope.
Oh, it actually doesn't have a skull face. It's just
Red eyes.
skull and teeth. All right, so I guess this will be Arcana because my nature is 14 and my Arcana is 18. Luckily, I rolled an 18 for a total of 36.
Success. This is a thing called a catoblepas. Catoblepas. Catoblepas.
One more time.
Catoblepas.
A catoblepas.
Catoblepas. It is
Tobble pass?
a beast. I have no idea. What do you want to know about it?
Well,
You learned one thing about it.
Its name.
It's breath weapon.
But that shouldn't count because we learned that by nature of the
that's
fight.
not, he wasn't talking about that. He was being sarcastic. I guess I'll do strengths and weaknesses.
None. It's immune to disease, olfactory, and poison.
In that case, I think I'd rather do
Saves for Psycheer.
AC.
33.
Oh, that's good to know. Chester.
Oh, by the way, you started your turn in its aura. I need you to make a fortitude save.
Even though I succeeded on a fortitude save. That's not it.
It's not in the box.
That's
He
not
just
the
dropped
box.
his die.
I just dropped it. I was clumsy.
Clumsy one.
I'm gonna use a hero point. Much better. 34.
Success. You are fine, but you feel almost sick with how much this thing stinks. What do you want to do? You devised for free?
Uh-huh.
What do you want to do?
I didn't happen to critical the knowledge.
No.
Cool, I didn't think so. Chester's gonna pull out, he's gonna swap to a scarf. He's going to attack with it. That's 12 plus 21 is 33?
Yep.
33, does that hit?
Yep. That hits exactly. You asked for it.
Oh yeah, it does hit exactly. Okay. Plus 3d8. Not great, honestly. I take it back. It's fantastic. 5 for 15. 8 makes 23. 6 makes 29. Plus 4 is 33 damage.
Dang, Jacob, that was a great
Holy crap.
attack.
That's not even a critical.
Yeah, that was like a really good roll.
Almost max on everything, right?
All right, so you struck, or you pulled out your scarf and struck.
And then Chester's going to 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you come around the corner, you see this cage better, and you can see very clearly, even on the map, the massive bundle of gears and pyronite sticks.
5, 6, 7. Sakir, be careful, there's pyronite right in the corner. Right there. And he'll ping it on the map.
I see. Okay.
That's your turn, Chester. Eleanor.
Yep.
Should I not get close to the pyronite?
No, it's fine.
Just don't, throw a bomb at it.
Okay.
Yeah, he let Sakir know, so can Sakir
I'm going to go
magic.
1, 2, and I'm going to attempt to tumble through where I'm flanking with Sakir.
Oh, by the way, make a fortitude save at the start of your turn.
Oh, now would be a really, really bad time to have the earthquake one happen.
I'm sure Derek would not have one of your wild magic surges blow up the boat for
Don't
us.
tell me I'll end this campaign. I'll blow you all up.
That'd be really funny.
Threaten me with a good
My fortitude was 32.
32?
Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
Okay. Now let's roll to tumble through. Or behind. I always forget. 35 to tumble through.
You're good.
Okay. I want to land on the opposite side, and I counted it. I have enough space, even though it's double through each one.
Oh, the flank.
Yep, I'm going to flank now, and I have panache.
Okay.
So I'm going to check that on, because it gives me bonuses to a couple of things. And I bet you can guess what I'm going to do.
You're going to strike with your precise finisher.
Oh, hell yeah, we're flanking.
Hell yeah.
Flank buddies! I love the feeling of rolling so many dice. So that is a 34 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I know it's not a critical, because Jacob. And damage-wise, I'm guessing I need to keep the electric separate because of the resistance.
No, there's no resistances.
Oh, perfect. 2 electric, keep that, because it's going to have resistance to my piercing,
Nope.
though.
Nothing.
Yeah, this one had nothing that we use affects it resistance or weakness wise.
You're thinking of the elephant.
Oh, okay. I am thinking of the elephant. So that is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus, goodness gracious, another 6, 18 plus 4 makes, 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 2 is 24. I mean 22 plus 3 is 25. So I don't have to keep the electric separate.
Nope.
And then make that 27 plus 5 for 32 damage.
All
Wow.
right. Solid hit. And then what you going to do for your last action?
I'm going to do my buckler dance.
Alrighty. Very cool. It is now Sakir's turn. Make me a fortitude save and then a flat check.
All right. 37.
You're good.
Nice.
Okay.
Flat check time.
Oh boy.
Disrupting bomb.
Wow, this result says blow up pyronite?
Wow, that's so specific. Oh wow,
Oh,
6
I just
exactly.
made it.
You just make it. Did you spend any spells?
No.
You've spent a spell.
That was a focus
That
one,
was.
right?
Yes. You could give me my focus point back.
No,
I mean,
you would have refocused.
I didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't have any. Gone anyway.
Yeah.
wow, we're doing good then. Our resources are great.
Did you find out what its weakest save was?
No,
He asked
Okay.
for AC.
I would assume will because it's a beast.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't do it.
Thinking I'd do debilitating dichotomy.
Okay, will save.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, debilitate its dichotomy.
And drop that in the chat.
And then I need to roll a will save too.
Will save, buddies. 18 critical
Oh
success.
my god.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
I take no damage. You also take no damage.
Aww.
One action, I hit it with my hand.
Okay, roll to attack.
And it is flanked.
It is flanked.
30.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's close because of the flat-footed or off guard.
30 misses?
yeah, its AC is 33.
So
Yeah.
What
off
is wrong
guard
with this
is
thing?
31.
You had to roll a 31.
It's tough.
That's why I went ahead and flanked it, just to give you a better chance.
What's wrong with it? It's a brute. It's built to take damage and deal damage.
It is now its turn. It is going to spend 3 actions to get all poofy.
Okay, it's over. Yay!
No.
Chester.
that's going to, in fact, trample.
Oh.
Can I use nimble dodge on a trample? Or is that a reflex save?
So I need everyone to make me a reflex save, including you, Psycheer.
Everyone?
Okay.
How can
Yeah.
it go all over the place?
Because it's going to spin trample to go twice its movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I thought that could only be in a straight line.
Not in
Or is
2E,
that
baby.
1E stuff?
You said a reflex save?
Yep.
I'm going to use my cat's luck to re-roll that.
Natural 20. That's a 43,
You know what?
which becomes a mega
And that's
success.
worse.
Chester's going to use a hero point. Oh, that's much
Oh
better.
no, it's like here. I saw your roll. Well, I'd have to roll a natural 20 on this. Why couldn't I have rolled it on an attack?
I can take the better result. So 25.
Oh, because of your cat's luck? Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Okay.
That could be the difference in a critical fail.
So 25. That's going to be a regular failure. And you had a critical success, Cat. And
Yeah,
then
before I got my evasion.
18 for a 36.
regular success. So
I do a double backflip to avoid it. I don't know why, but every time I have a critical success in acrobatics, that's what I think about backflips.
Oh, yeah. Backflips are dope.
All right. So failure Chester will take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, failure worth a 36?
Success 15. Psycheer had the failure. Sorry. You take 30 points of bludgeoning damage, and you
right.
take none, Eleanor.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Stepped on you.
And I just make a perfect landing on my double backflip.
Chester, fortitude save on the start of your turn.
How dare it unflank?
32.
Success.
Chester will devise a stratagem.
All right.
Hey, when it moved over me, I couldn't do an attack of opportunity, could I?
That's a good question.
It was a trample. It ran past me.
It doesn't have the
Manipulate?
manipulate trait.
Okay. Thought it was worth a try.
But it is a movement. The moves have manipulate, right?
However,
Or it's when people
I may
move.
want to save it for an attack. I didn't take the feat. They gave me the free one.
I mean, your turn's going to come by before it goes again.
I mean, I'm just asking. It was a move.
You can take a reaction to attack of opportunity.
All right, I'll
if you
do that.
want.
It does say a manipulate or move action.
It just says if it the key thing for me is it says leaves a square during a move action it's using. This isn't a move action, but it is moving twice its speed. So
35.
35.
Yep.
That will hit.
15 damage.
All right, 15 points of damage, chipping away at the speed of day. Sound. Chester.
36 knowledge check.
Regular success again.
Hey, what's its weakest save?
Reflex.
Or rather, what's its saves?
24 fort, 20 reflex, 22 will.
Wow, that is. Not
So its
what I
will
would have
isn't bad.
expected.
No.
Well, I was just wrong.
I mean, it was a good guess to assume will was low.
And unfortunately, Chester got really bad on his attack roll.
Is stubborn.
So.
Thoughts are stupid.
It's stupid.
That helps you be more stubborn.
Your mind games don't work on me. I'm too stupid.
One action, pull out a Swiss cake roll. A second action, may I offer you a Swiss cake roll in these trying times?
If I bite at you with my jaws, I may take it.
Oh, I don't think that's worth it. I'll take it back. Man, I sure am hitting that problem that the guy in our comments had, his friend had.
You can move to get away from it.
Yeah, I'm going to move to get away, but he could just trample.
Have you done your Drakenheart mutagen or anything like that?
Yeah, I get that at the beginning. Of the
okay.
fight.
You could do 2 actions to aid Eleanor or Psycheer if they're making an attack roll.
Psst, I'm going to make an attack roll.
Yeah. Chester will 1 action buckler,
Okay.
and then 2 actions to aid.
Okay.
So yeah,
You know what you could do though is you could move to flank it with Eleanor.
I'm going to aid because Eleanor can move to flank, and if I move, I cannot provide the aid.
All right. Don't you have to roll to aid?
Yes. Typically, the DC is 15, but the DM may adjust this for particularly hard or easy tasks. I'm going to aid by attacking. Would I use my roll for that?
What would you like to do? You could try to attack. You could try to call out a weakness. Do like attack roll, perception. You could
Tell me where to
distract
stab
it with the Swiss cake roll using deception.
You could fart.
It wouldn't notice.
It just came at Chester, trampled him a little bit, so its head is where Chester is. It says, Eleanor, it's got the same weakness as every beast in existence. Hit it where it ain't got scales, right in the butthole.
All right. Just roll a d20. I call that a flat check.
I got a cocked die, which is really lucky because it was cocked, but mostly towards a 1. Okay, it's a lot better. What would this check be?
This is a fucking flat check
I
at this
got an
point.
18 on the die.
Yeah, you age, sure.
What does that give me? A plus 2?
2.
Oh, yeah.
Eleanor, it's your turn.
Eleanor is going to move in with a tumble through because she wants panache.
Okay. It's the same weakness as anything else.
This is the same weakness as every creature we fight in Valheim.
28. Bad roll.
Every deer I hit, right in the butt. Where
28?
It got scales.
Yeah.
Even with the plus 2?
Scales.
Wait, no, that was for my tumble through.
Oh, 20 is your tumble through?
Yeah, bad tumble through.
No, you don't tumble through, but it's still flat-footed or off guard. You could try again, though.
You said its will was actually pretty good,
Yeah, better than its
So-
reflex.
so I don't need to do deception. I'm just going to try again.
Alrighty.
It doesn't have an attack trait, does it?
No.
Okay. No, it's worse. I'm just going to attack.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because without panache, I can't do as much.
They still heard it. Every little bit counts, remember?
Oh, I got a... It's supposed to be a 32, but I get a plus 2 from Jacob, so that's a 34.
Hit.
I know. I can't roll.
You
7.
rolled really good. Be
I rolled
happy.
an 8. No, 7. I was hoping for a critical. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 5 is
everybody
14
is.
damage. Yeah. Yeah, I want a critical. It's fun.
14 damage. You hit it in the back, but not quite, and it's unscaled behind.
Oh, man.
If only you had aimed where the scales don't protect it.
That's right.
All right, well, that's all 3 actions.
That's all 3 actions.
Psych here.
Right in the anus.
I just want to roll over 10.
Oh, Eleanor, I also need you to make me a fortitude save. We forgot that.
You
Sakir, scream at it.
resisted my spell.
Right in its
Oh, crap. And I don't have anything to stop
debilitating
it.
dichotomy it again.
Hold on. I forgot Eleanor's fortitude save.
No, and I
Okay.
have nothing to stop it. I don't have any bottle caps. I just have to take it. I rolled a natural 1.
That's a critical failure.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
You are sickened 1 and slowed 1 because
Oh.
you critically failed.
Okay. It's not drained, so I can't reduce it.
That's it could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Sickened 1 and
Slowed one.
slowed 1.
Yep, so you'll lose 1 action. All right, Psyche, you also need to start your turn making a fortitude save. The fortitude save. Brother.
35.
That is a pass.
Brother.
You're fine. What do you want to do? Dichotomy?
Psych here. Runs up to Eleanor. I don't want to be there.
1 action.
And then performs battle medicine on her.
Ooh.
Oh.
I am down 20 hit points.
I have something that allows me to remove the sickened condition.
Oh, heck yes.
You'll still have slowed, I think.
But removing 1 is still valuable.
Especially if she
No.
just does a finisher.
Yeah.
Where the hell is battle medicine? Is it just a regular medicine
It's just
check?
a medicine check like you would do to treat wounds.
Okay. 34.
Success. So you'll do critical success for the expert one, which is 2d8 plus, or 48 plus 10.
And I still remove sickened.
I believe so.
Sweet. Thank you. That brought my attack and everything down. Thank you.
30 hit points back to you.
Woo!
And you actually are no longer slowed because the slowed only lasts as long as the sicken does.
Oh, yeah.
Good use of that ability, Psych here.
You straight
There
up
is a
undid everything.
Horrible, horrible moment where you are fighting this thing, and all of a sudden, Psyche's hand sneaks around your mouth, and your index finger goes all the way down your throat to make you puke.
And I get rid of it. I love it. I love it.
Doctor's orders.
And because you're behind me, I puke on it, not on you.
Doctor's orders. Let me wring my hands.
Oh, God.
Eleanor.
All right, so that's
Thank you.
2 actions, Psyche. Here you have 1 left. Get all poofy.
What's hands?
And then it's hands. And
Am
then
I
it's just
flanking
hands.
too?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Sick.
Flanking 2.
Natural
Whoa.
20.
Natural 20, baby!
Natural 20.
That's a
Go,
critical hit.
Psyche, go.
Go Psyche, go Psyche, go Psyche. Oh, that's a
42.
Heck, so much
Holy
damage.
crap.
Psyche is totally valid in melee and
Whip it.
now.
Whip it good.
I love
Whip
it.
Good. Ba-da-da-da-da.
It kind of suits Psyche to
whipped
be good
it.
at melee too.
Well, not melee, but
I can't whip
basically melee.
This
unless
is it's melee.
It can be melee,
ranged attack, but
It's a whip. It's melee roll.
but they can also do non-melee. Like it can do range and melee. Awesome turn. Thank
damn.
you.
All
How's
right.
it looking?
It's noticeably hurt.
Sneaky.
Good.
But you know whose turn it is.
I do. It's my turn.
It's Chester's. Oh.
It's our
Can't
turn.
skip its turn.
I'm the
Can.
beast. It's my turn to go. 1 action. Bite at the Swiss cake roll.
I took that back. Illegal.
Yeah, but it smelled great.
I can smell it on me. No, Swiss cake rolls my downfall.
Oh, 39.
A hit.
This thing is spicy.
Yeah, it is.
You're going to take 23 points of piercing damage, Chester.
That hurts.
From those giant tusks.
I learned something new. Its teeth is sharp.
And then it is going to swing its head back around at Eleanor and hit Eleanor with the antlers.
Nipple dodge.
26.
Miss.
And then it's also going to swing its antlers at Psyche here because I have such reach.
Man, this thing's got a real big.
Do I get cover from Eleanor?
You do. You will take +2 to your AC.
A dog.
But that doesn't count as a
It doesn't matter because I rolled a 4.
it doesn't count as a something I can do an attack of opportunity to.
Is that a critical
Nar.
failure?
Okay.
And would that trigger something from Eleanor?
Well, I'd have to quickly feel attacking Eleanor.
You know, I meant like it doesn't count as like a movement.
No,
it doesn't count as a ranged attack.
I have reach.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. And Chester, it is your turn now. Just make me a fortitude save.
Did you fart?
I did fart.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I wasn't even recording.
I saw it came and it happened, and I got a 20 free.
You got 20 free?
Yeah.
That is a
4 on the die.
failure. You are sickened 1.
Oh, that could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could have critical failed.
Your turn.
I'm gonna devise a stratagem. 29 Arcana.
That's a failure.
Okay, don't need that die set again. Get out of here. Alright, so my new thing is 20. Jacob's doing math. 20 plus 12 is a 32, but it's flanked,
Yes.
so I hit.
You do hit.
Woo woo! Go, Jacob, go.
Go, go, Jacob, go. Not as good this time. 1, 1, and 3 make 5. Plus 5 is 10, 16. 20 damage with the scarf.
20 damage with a scarf.
Yes.
All right.
And now Chester has 2 whole actions to do things.
It just keeps swinging.
I'd use 1 to keep your buckler up.
It's like your scale, except all of you is an asshole.
All of you is an asshole.
I mean, why not, right? Chester will take a swing with his scarf
Okay.
at a plus woof.
Woof.
It's now 15 plus 14. 24.
24 to hit. No.
That misses. And Chester will raise his buckler.
All right.
Because flanking is useful.
Eleanor, make a fortitude save again.
All right.
Chester ain't made to stand and bang.
Eleanor is. What did you?
37
Ooh.
To tumble
for the
John?
fortitude. You said to make a fortitude save.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Now I'm going to attempt a tumble through.
Tumble John.
Much better. That is a perfect 40.
Critical success.
Hell yeah.
Hot dog.
Yes. That means if I were trying to make it around it, I would be able to do it with no penalties. But I don't care about that. Let's attack.
Give it a smack.
Give it a smack.
Smacking time.
Give it a smack. Oh, I could have just aided.
Yeah.
Dang it, I forgot what I did last time. Oh, well.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
Oh,
That is a total of 42, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You critically hit. We were in perfect pitch on that. Oh.
Natural 20s will do that
it's
to
been
you.
a while.
It's been a while.
All right, this is fun. 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. 6 plus 5 is 11, making that 21. Plus 3 is 24. Plus 5 is 29. Double that for 58.
Deadly D8.
And then my deadly D8 adds 1, 59.
Because of your deadly D8,
it dies.
No way!
it has 59 hit points.
That's so fucking funny.
I love it.
That's
You kill
so
it.
funny.
Do I stab it in the butt this time?
You stab it right where Chester told you to.
Oh, yeah. I told you. It's weak. They ain't got no scales on his butt.
The creature falls down and dies, and that is where we'll pick up in our next episode.
Critical buddies, Drow!
Critical butt. Good job, guys. You solved my stinky puzzle.
It dies up the butt.
I wonder if it has those anus muscles and Eleanor just gets.
No, that'd be nasty. That's not a very fantasy-like ending.
Uh-oh. Stinky. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. We are also on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, check out our coffee page. You can find us at coffee.com/thirdgallon. That's ko-fi/third gallon. Our theme music for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios. And you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.